We in the studio. We in the studio. With Rob in the studio. In the studio. In the studio. Catch a vibe in the studio. In the studio. We in the studio. With Rob. We in the studio. In the studio. We in the studio. Yeah, I'm in the studio with Rob. I need to make the heat flicker. Is alone and only thing can make a Rico beat sicker. So listen and get your wisdom. Gemstones on your head. Good with the OG like Flintstones, good in bed. Been living a long time and he got something to say. Depending on how you feeling, dog, you might got something to pray. This type of influence that you ain't gotta filter through your liver. We in the studio with Rob. Come let the heat rock simmer. We in the studio. We in the studio. In the studio. With Rob. We waiting on you, by the way. Mm-hmm. We can start whenever you want. I'm just waiting. I was just singing.
We live?
Yeah, we're so live right now. Like, we're in the studio with Rob.
All right. Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of In the Studio with Rob.
With Rob.
I am Rob. I am he, and I am with my man, Izzle.
Yeah.
What's going on, young fella?
Feeling good, feeling great, sir. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. No complaints. Hey, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's the holiday season. We're in the holiday season.
Tis the season.
It's Thanksgiving. Now we're going into Christmas and New Year's. And, you got all these things going on during this time.
You have your tree up?
We do. We do have a tree. We had the tree up, put the tree up, and my wife, I put the tree up. She decked around. Well, I don't really care. But, but it's up. So it's good. So it's kind of like that happy holiday to you. So we sing a happy holiday. We're doing all that good stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But it's not happy for everybody. This is a time of the year where there are a lot of people that feel more depression, anxiety than at probably any other time of the year.
Mm-hmm. I think suicide rates are up and stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with the expectation of Christmas, trying to do too much for your kids, for your friends, your family member. I need to get them this, I need that. And it's like, is that really what it's about? No. But, so that expectation that you put on yourself gives you that anxiety. But then there's also that time of the year where people are feeling more lonely. They're you're depressed because your loved ones are going on, and like Thanksgiving is like was my mom's favorite holiday. She would start talking about Thanksgiving in July. It was big for her, and so as Thanksgiving rolls up and she's no longer here, it has a different meaning for me. Not that I get depressed, but I think about it, and I think about her, and it's like, it's a little different now. That was her thing. And I think other people go through that, whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year, is that loneliness of that person or those people that you love that are no longer there. And, it becomes more of a time where we say, I really need... I really miss them more. I feel that I miss them more. I feel that, that's that time that I miss them more than ever before. So with that said, I think we sometimes take for granted how important it is to have people around us, have people, how we feed off of people, how we, kind of get our energy from people. So it's like, all right, if I'm missing or if I'm feeling lonely and I'm feeling down because someone's not here that I missed or that I want to be around, how do I overcome that? What are the things I have to do? I think one of the first things we have to do, gotta let somebody know. I think too many times we hold things in, especially probably more so men, but women also, some women too, but more so men. It's like, I don't want to tell somebody I'm lonely. I don't want to tell somebody I miss them. I don't want to tell somebody I need them. You trying to hold on to, if you're a man, that macho persona that's really not. But you're trying to hold on to it. And as a woman, it's like, I don't know if I could trust to tell somebody my feelings or how I feel. You know, whatever the case may be, whatever reason you hold on to it is not healthy for you. Because then what we'll say is, nobody cares about me. Nobody is there for me. That's because they know you needed them. It wasn't, if I told you tomorrow, it's like, yo, son, I'm feeling down. I'm feeling, depressed. I just feel like nobody cares or understands me. I would hope that if I shared that with you, you would be like, yo, Dad, I got you, man. Let's get together and go to dinner, or let's get together and talk, or let's get together and play a video game. Whatever it is to take your mind or take my mind off of the lonely feeling, the depression. That's what we do. We should be doing for each other. But if I never told you, I can't hold that against you, that you never said, oh, I got you, or I'm here, or I'll be there for you, or I'll do whatever. So the onus starts with the person that's feeling the anxiety, the depression, or whatever negative feeling you have. It starts with you to share that with somebody. And then trust that who you share it with will be able to provide you that little, maybe they just holding you up for a little bit. They just picking you up. They like, yo, I don't know what to say. I'm just going to sit with you. Maybe that's all they can do, because I don't know what to say. I don't know how to make you feel better. But if I sit with you, at least you know you're not alone. I'm right here. I'm showing some empathy. I'm showing some compassion for you. So, but I have to share that with you. And then for us that's not depressed or not feeling lonely, it's like sometimes, reach out to people that you know have been through some things this year. Or, it's like they lost some loved ones, or that time meant something to them. Don't be afraid to reach out and be like, yo, I just called to see, I just called to say I love you. Sometimes you just got to pick up the phone and call somebody and tell them that. It's like I got friends and I know they, we don't see each other that often. But sometimes just hearing their voice, them picking up the phone or me picking up the phone and say, yo, man, I just called and say, what's up? See how you doing? I hope you're doing all right. And it goes a long way. And you never know when that person then will feel comfortable enough to share that maybe they're not feeling okay. This is not a good time for them. And so now by you picking up the phone, reaching out to them, you open up that door for them to share. So I think we have to make sure that we are all doing our part to support each other through this time. Again, happy holidays is only happy if I'm happy.
Facts.
It's not, it's like, yo, this is, everybody else is walking around smiling. You got your girl or you got your dude and everybody got somebody but me. That ain't a happy time for everybody. But then some people are like, yo, I'd rather not be with nobody. So maybe that is their happy time. Whatever it is, but I don't know unless I share with you.
That actually happens to me a lot. I get really sad around the holidays because I realize I don't really like being around family on the holidays, but I have to, so I get really depressed. And I'm like, I want to be around everybody. And I get sad, but then the holidays pass and I'm happy again because then I cannot see people.
But that's different because, again, you're not going to be depressed anyway because you're perfect. So it's a little different.
That's true.
I'm talking about for us normal people. So for us normal people, again, being around family is a sense of stress for some people, though.
No, that's true. Yeah, I was joking, but that really is a trigger. Like the same people that, not the same people, but the same type of people that may get triggered from, the absence of family or lack of people around that you feel love you. Some people get anxiety from being around the people that supposedly love them.
Yeah, I mean, because it can be a lot of pressure to be around people. And let's say your life is not how you perceive it to be, or how good you perceive it should be. A lot of time we project that on our family members, like, well, they know I ain't doing right, or they know I'm not living this. And most of the time, they don't care. Like me personally, I don't care if you making, 6 figures. I don't care if you making 7 figures. I don't care if you got your happy marriage, great kids, and that's not my issue when I want to see you during the holidays. My issue during the holidays is I just want to see you and smile and enjoy the moment. We can talk about your life at another point. But to me, at the holiday season, or during that holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, whatever time we get together during that time, it should be just about, I'm just happy to see you, the person. Let's not deal with all the issues of life. That's why it's supposed to be a happy time, but we're not dealing with issues necessarily. So if we can take the pressure off of people, meaning I don't have to feel the anxiety of being around Aunt Susie or Uncle Ray when there's no, when I don't have to think about the life or the judgment that they would be putting on me.
I agree to an extent, but you're unique in that. Like, you're speaking from your preference
Right.
slash
Well, that's all I
experience.
ever do.
No, but I don't think you're taking into account that it's very real for those to not have the experience that me and my siblings have coming home. You know what I mean? Like, you know those rom-coms where people like they'll get somebody like their coworker or somebody like, oh, come home with me for the holidays.
yeah.
We're gonna act like we married and stuff,
Yeah.
because they've been around their family enough to know that every time we get together, you ask me when I'm gonna get married, when you gonna have grandkids,
Right.
or what I'm doing with my life, that type of thing. Me and my siblings, we don't have that, or at least I don't know if they do, but I don't have that, since I feel like we come home for the holidays or something, and then there's pressure about things like that we're doing. You may ask for updates, but
because we want it. Because I know when you come to my house, my kids come home, or even if other family members came over, I'm not asking you, where's your wife or where's your husband? Why you ain't married? How come you ain't got no kids? I want to say, yo, let's have some food. Let's have some good fun. Let's watch the game. Let's sing some karaoke. Let's just enjoy life. Now, I get it. Everybody ain't like that. And some people do have that pressure. But I think what happens is the pressure that your family will put on you would only subside if you allow that to be pressure for you.
Agreed.
Because if I go home and my mom, if she was still here and I ain't had no family or didn't have nobody, and she was like, how come you didn't give me no grandkids yet? I probably would clown her and be like, yo, I got a whole bunch of them, you just don't know them yet. So I would take it would be more of a joke to me. I would turn it into something else. But I know everybody can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that there is a pressure, but that's why, again, we need to let people know when we're feeling too much of that pressure, though, so that you may not get the help from your family, because if Aunt Bessie and your mom or your dad and everybody else pressuring you to get married, and you telling them it's pressure, they probably not gonna stop, because that's just the way they think it. However, you should find friends or people that care about you outside of your family to let you know, yo, this is just one day. Go deal with them. But in reality, it's not that deep, and we still love you just the way you are, and we're gonna support you through it no matter what. So you gotta find those things and not just always rely on a family like we talked about. Family, dysfunctional families. Sometimes families can hurt you in more ways than help you. So you gotta have those other people that say, yo, I don't know what your childhood was like. I don't know what your life and your family is like. I just know when I met you and you met me, we were vibing and we cool and we like each other for where we are and who we are in our lives today. And sometimes you have to be around those people a little bit more to help take some of that pressure off of you. Mm-hmm. But and again, like I said, don't be afraid to pick up the phone and call a friend that you, not necessarily that you think they're struggling, but you want to make sure they're not struggling. Pick up the phone, call them, and say, yo, I ain't talked to you in a while, bro. I just want to make sure you're good.
or someone that has struggled in the past around this time.
Right. Because, again, it probably didn't go away. It may be less this year than it was the year before.
Maybe they know how to handle it better.
Right, but it don't mean it didn't go away. So call them. Just say, hey, I'm just thinking about you. Yo, if you ain't doing that, feel free to pop over. We doing whatever. Or you want to get together one-on-one. Give the people that option to get the help that they may need or the support that they may need to get through this holiday.
And set some boundaries. All of that talk with the judgment and everything, a lot of those conversations don't happen if you're able to set some boundaries. Like for me personally, I don't understand it, but I know it's super common for, like, I have conversations with people and they're like, they had conversations basically with family that they're asking about, you know, those invasive questions. And in my head, I'm like, why are you talking about it to them? Like, why are you responding? Because there's no issue for me to say, hey, I don't want to talk about that. Or let's talk about it later. Or, I don't want to talk about it right now. Or, I don't want to talk about it at all. Or I don't want to talk about with you. Yeah. There's so many ways to say that to whoever, aunt, uncle, dad, mom. Like you as an adult, you can not talk about things that you're uncomfortable talking about.
And I think that's true, but I think the problem is so many people don't feel comfortable doing that, which is
exactly.
Me.
But they'll usually they'll the excuses I hear are usually just they'll name the relationship. Oh, that's my aunt. Okay, so if you don't want to talk about it, you still have to talk about it.
But that's where people say, oh, you know how they are.
Mm-hmm.
And so because they are a toxic way, you go into your depression and your anxiety dealing with them.
You already knew it before you got there. You was expecting the toxicity.
Yeah. So at some point you gotta say, look, if I ain't gonna hurt your feelings. I'm good. I know this person is gonna be there, so I ain't gonna hurt your feelings. But I'm not gonna entertain your nonsense either. I can turn you off. Meaning, I'm not listening to you no more. Me personally, I'll make a joke and probably diffuse the situation in a joking way because that's how I like to deal with things.
But everybody ain't funny.
But yeah, everybody ain't funny. So y'all might not have no jokes. But if you hit me up, I can give you a few jokes. You know, we can write some up for you if you want that.
Hey, sign up to our Patreon. We'll have a whole segment on family excuses.
Yeah, you know, we'll hit y'all with some, your so-and-so wants you to come to their house. You really don't want to go. How do you get out of it? We can give you some answers for that.
Big facts. Not for free, obviously. So, so passive income.
With that, like we said, this whole time, this season, this holiday season, should be happy. This should be a joyous time. It shouldn't be a stressful time. It shouldn't be where people bothering you, getting on your nerves and stressing you out, or you worried about your kids' gift. Look,
holiday is a happy word.
Right.
Ain't no National Depression Day.
Hey, look, and if my kids can't I give you the best I can give you. Not everything you want. I can't give you everything you want. I can give you the things that I can give you. And you're going to because tomorrow they're going to forget they might be mad on Christmas. On 2 days after that, man, they don't went on to something else. They're going to be dealing with some other issues. So you stressing out over a day that is only a day. And so you got to renew. Look, I remember many times as a kid, we didn't have much. Christmas rolled around, I don't know what I'm getting, but I ain't know it ain't gonna be much. Christmas Day, you open up them gifts and you like, yeah, thank you, I appreciate it, Mom. You got some bedroom shoes or something because that's what you could afford. You ain't happy because everybody was playing with their stuff, but you cool. That's Christmas Day. The next day you moved on, you like, whatever, we doing other stuff. I ain't tripping on that no more. And so, and I'm talking about me as a kid. So I'm just saying that parents, guardians, as you look to buy your kids things or get what's in your means, because you don't want to be stressed out and then spending a bunch of money for Christmas Day. And now you got to pay all them bills for the rest of the year. So now 2026 is going to stress you out because you're trying to pay back Christmas 25. You gotta be able to say, yo, babe, I love you. You my daughter. You my son. Whatever. This is the best I can do right now, and I hope you can appreciate that. As a child, no, they're gonna be upset. They're gonna be frustrated at that moment. As they grow, they will appreciate it. And sometimes you have to look forward. You have to look forward, and not just in the moment, because in the moment will have you broke for that next year, and then they really gonna be upset. When, y'all lights go off. You thought they was mad at you on Christmas Day. Your lights go off. They gonna really be salty. So, again, just finding that balance. Making sure that your holiday season, your happy holidays can be happy. So you can have some joy during this time. This time it should be about family and friends and just having a good time with people during this time, because a lot of people are off, or you're having half a day, you're not working as hard during the day. So, it's a little bit more, should be a little bit more relaxing for you during this time. So make it that way. Don't just keep going into this grind of wearing yourself out, being depressed, and having these enormous bills later. Look out for one another. Like I said, if you need help, call somebody and let them know what you're going through. Don't suffer by yourself. If you haven't reached out to a friend that you either know has been through something this year or last year, reach out to them. If it's somebody that they might not be going through nothing that you know of, but maybe you just haven't talked to them in a while, pick up the phone and give them a call. Like I said, just call and tell them, yo, I'm just thinking about you. Just hey, share a laugh with them. Have a good time. It's always good to laugh with people. Laughter changes a lot of times. When you feeling down and you can laugh, all of a sudden you ain't feeling down no more. And again, like I always say, when you struggling, look to see who you can help. Because you'll be amazed at how helping other people help you. So those are just some of the things you can think about doing that can allow you to have a happy holiday season. And that's all we really want to do. We want to enjoy this season, get through it, enjoy it, have a good time, and get ready for next year and all the things that's going to come with the next year. But don't end the year on a sour note. Don't end the year saying, oh, I wish I would have called so-and-so and maybe he wouldn't have hurt himself or maybe she wouldn't have hurt herself. Let's not let that be our lasting memories of this holiday season. Let it be, oh, I saw my boy, I ain't seen him in a minute, or I talked to him and I ain't hear from him in a minute, and we was rolling. It was so funny. Dude is hilarious. I forgot how funny he was. I forgot how funny she was. Oh, my girlfriend called me and she just told me she loved me, and I'm so happy now. Those should be your memories of the holiday. Not the negative, not trying to remember who's not here. It's unfortunate. We all lose people and we never forget them. But the people that's here, let's enjoy them people. And let's try to walk, in a little bit of peace and goodwill and all that good stuff that we do during this time. All right. So, Izzle.
Yes, sir.
You think anything else we need to be said about this, man? How you think we?
I think that we should be making sure we kind of summarize. I think we should, just put together the little list of tips for people to get through the holidays.
List of tips.
Help themselves a little bit these
All right,
holidays.
I got 3.
Hold on, I'll give you one of the ones that you mentioned, which were to set boundaries.
Well, you actually said set.
I did.
Yeah, that was you. So
My
that's what
bad.
you really wanted to get
I
yours.
was just thinking, you sounded so wise. Let me repeat that one for you.
Yeah.
But you know what? It tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. So continue on with yours.
So yeah, I'll start with Mr.
Piggyback
Perfect.
off of me.
I'll start with Mr. Perfect. Set boundaries for yourself and how you deal with your family. And again, as I always say, your boundaries does not have to be rude and negative and hostile and all. Just let people know, look, I don't want to talk about that, or I don't have to talk about that, or let's move on. Or figure out other ways to talk to people other than having those uncomfortable conversations you have.
Mm-hmm.
Come up with some jokes for yourself to clown people, and then they'll leave you alone. And again, we're happy to help you out. We got plenty of jokes. We got plenty of ways to clown people. If you ask my family, they will let you know. I know how to clown you, and so does my son. We can clown you, and we enjoy it, so we can share that with some of y'all. But 2, also, let somebody know that you're going through something, that you need some help. Let them know. Don't keep that to yourself. Reach out to people. I'm sure there's some people out there, whether it's family and friends, or maybe you need professional help, but somebody can help you. So reach out to people. Just let them know you're going through some stuff. Somebody might share some love with you and surprise you. But then also, the third thing I would say is for If you're not going through something and you cool and every life looks great to you, then reach out to other people. Share your joy with somebody else. Call a friend, call a person you haven't talked to in a while. Call somebody that you know has been going through some things and share some love with them. You know, just say, yo, I'm just thinking about you. And like I said, I just called to say I love you. I won't sing no more of that because, you know, you got these copyrights and stuff and I don't get sued. I ain't got that money like that. So, but anyway, do those things to help each other out. And I think it'll go a long way during this season and the seasons to come. So with that said, we about to wrap this up. And as we loving on you and you hearing us in the background, just make sure you do some things that I need Israel to tell y'all about doing, because some of y'all still ain't doing it right.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
To tell another friend. Tell that friend.
To tell another one.
To like and subscribe, yeah.
Like and subscribe. That's all we ask.
Tell that friend.
What?
To tell another friend.
Why?
'Cause we need all the likes and subscriptions.
That's all we want y'all to do. So now we out of here. We appreciate y'all listening during this holiday season. Enjoy yourself, and we will get it back at you soon.
Remember, he is Rob. I just look like him. Gotta go. Bye.
Studio. We in the studio. With Rob in the studio. In the studio. Catch a vibe in the studio. We in the studio. With Rob. We in the studio. We in the studio. Catch a vibe. Yeah, I'm in the studio with Rob. I need to make the heat flicker. Izzle on it, only thing can make a Rico beat sicker. So listen and get your wisdom. Gemstones on your head top. With the OG like Flintstones, good in bed. Been living a long time and he got something to say. Depending on how you feeling, dog, you might got something to pray. This type of influence that you ain't gotta filter through your liver. We in the studio with Rob. Gonna let the heat rock simmer.